exclusive, being the only one of its kind, unique, possessing qualities that belong to no other. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Lex and I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today I wanted to show you guys how I make my closures look like frontals, and trust me for being a dummy and not making an intro for this video, so that's why I'm here. But yeah, I'm not even gonna make this long. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing how I make my closures look like frontals, then keep on watching. So the first thing I always do is I prep the actual closure, and I want it to match my skin as best as possible. So what I usually do, which I've already done because when I made this wig that's what I did, but I'm definitely going to do it again just to show you guys how I do it and how I get my lace to look very similar or very close to my skin color. So what I do first is I'm going to be taking this foundation powder, and this is straight from the beauty supply. It is the RK Matte Finish Fini Matte Foundation powder or powder foundation. And what I do, you can either use a brush for this or you can use a blending sponge, but I just did my makeup and I used a blending sponge, so that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques blending sponge, I just used this, and I'm going to take my foundation and I'm just going to dab that in to as much as I need to, and then I'm going to take my closure. And as you can see, it's already pretty brown, very close to my skin color. And what I do is I just add that foundation powder onto the closure. The areas that you want to concentrate it on is definitely the parting, where your parting is, because obviously that's what you want to look like scalp, and also the edge or the perimeter of your closure. So right at this little edge right here. Now that I've done that, I just take this Got2B Freeze Blast spray and I'm just going to spray that on to seal that color onto it, and also it prevents it from transferring. So I'm just gonna spray it. That's basically it. Now while it's drying, I'm going to prep my wig cap to also get it to match my skin color. And you definitely want to wait for your Freeze Blast spray to dry completely before you apply it on, because it will transfer. So I'm just gonna take that powder again with the same brush or sponge, and I'm going to tap that into here. And this is a 4x4 closure, so I'm not really focused on getting it on the sides or anything like that. I just want to focus it right on this center part right here.
You make me wanna, when you baby mama, take it to Bahamas or maybe Asia.
So I feel like this is pretty good enough. It's focused right on the area where the lace is gonna be showing. Once I'm done with that and this is dry, I'm just gonna plop this right on. So once I feel like it's at a placement where I'm comfortable with it, I'm going to take my comb, and this is just a regular rat tail comb, and I'm going to brush this or comb this backwards. So this is where you can see that this is how you make it look like a frontal. So I did pluck this like I would a frontal, and also left out some baby hairs. When I made this closure, when I was placing the closure onto the wig cap before I made it on, what I did was I shifted it forwards about an inch. So you can see right here that there's this extra flap, and it's in front of where the wig cap ends, and it's in front of it about an inch or half an inch. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. And also I cut, you know, the extra pieces that come at the end of closures, I cut that little piece off just so I can lay really nice and flat. So basically what I'm gonna do, I want to separate the actual hair from the baby hairs. So I'm going to brush the baby hair forwards and brush the rest of the hair backwards. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Rest of the hair backwards and pull out a few baby hairs and brush those forwards. you can see how it has that look of a frontal. So in order to lay it, that looks so crazy, but in order to lay it, what I do is I take foaming spray. But before I'm gonna put foaming spray on it, I want to take my hot comb, and it's already on, and I'm just gonna take that and lay everything as flat as possible.
Oh damn, baby girl, I can't believe it. Calm down, don't you know it's me that's handling it? Oh yeah, reverse. Oh yeah, rewind. Oh yeah, reverse. Oh yeah.
So now that I have a pretty good flatness, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foaming spray and I'm going to spray that on. Now it's best that you do this when you don't have makeup, but I didn't really think this through, so yeah. So I'm going to put my foaming spray on, and then I'm going to take my comb and just, then I'm going to take some foaming spray. Because I have makeup, I'm not going to put it directly on the edges, so I'm just going to put it at the back of my hands and take some of it with the comb and just lay my baby hairs down.
To the mass 5 songs that's beyond the limit. Oh damn, baby girl, I can't believe it. Calm down, don't you know it's me that's handling.
So disclaimer, definitely do this before you do your makeup, just because it's a little bit messier when you already have your makeup on. You're trying to fight not taking some of the makeup off and all of that type of stuff. But I'm going to fix up the baby hairs just a little bit. Basically, y'all already kind of see how I did it. It's not really much to it. It's just applying some of that foaming spray, pulling some baby hairs out, pushing your hair or the rest of the hair backwards so that you can see that like it needs to look like skin, you know what I mean, like a regular frontal would. And yeah, just play around with the baby hairs until you get it to how you want it to look. So now my edges are making a bit more sense. So I'm going to take an elastic band and basically just apply it right on top of where the hairline or where the end of the closure meets my forehead. Not only will I be laying my baby hairs down, but I'll also be sealing or melting that lace into my skin. So this is the elastic band I'm going to be using. It's the same one I use every time to lay my edges or my frontal to make it lay or melt into my skin. But this is a 1-inch elastic band. It's already pretty stretched out. I got this from Walmart for maybe about 97 cents for I think a yard. But yeah, so like I said, I'm just going to take it right over like this. And then at the back of my head, I'm just gonna tie it up. So once you're done, it's gonna look just like this. I want it just right at that end. And now I'm going to separate my hair in order to flat iron it. So first I'm gonna brush it. I'm gonna just step back just a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing.
See, I pull up to the party.
I flat iron my hair the lazy way because who has time? But I'm just going to flat iron as I'm brushing.
Call her to the side. Me, I know the waste time. Before I realize, she got the wickedest wine. And she whine for like 20 minutes to the mass 5 songs that's beyond the limit. Baby girl, I can't believe it. Calm down, don't you know it's me that's handling it?
So I have flat ironed this to be as straight as I want it to be. This hair is literally so bomb, so silky, so smooth.
Oh yeah, reverse. Oh yeah.
Absolutely love this hair. So to finish up everything, I'm going to go back with my hot comb and I just want to lay this down. It's still a bit wet, but I want it to be as sleek as possible.
Oh yeah, in fact, came with your girl, but she left with my bro.
So lastly, I'm going to be taking the Got2B Freeze glass spray as well as this comb, and I'm just going to spray right on top of the comb. And I do that on both sides. Then I'm just gonna comb it to really like assure that everything is sleek and nice and very flat.
And she whine for like 20 minutes to the mass 5 songs that's beyond the limit. Baby girl, I can't believe.
So I'm very happy and pleased with the way this looks so far. So now I'm going to take this elastic band off.
5 songs that's beyond the limit. Oh damn, baby girl, I can't believe it. Calm down, don't you know it's me that's handling it? Oh yeah, reverse. Oh yeah, rewind. Oh yeah.
And everything, as you can see, is nice and sleek. Baby hairs are on point, and I really love this. So that is basically it on this. It's honestly not that complicated once you get the hang of it. It's literally just bringing the baby hairs forward, taking the rest of the hair backwards, and then sleeking everything down and making it look nice and sleek. And I really love this. Again, this is Allie Grace hair. I got it in 26, 24, 24, and a 20-inch closure. And this is really nice. I was really going for like Naomi Campbell type of look or type of vibes with this long straight 26-inch wig, and I'm really getting that. I really love it. Like I cannot get my hands off of this wig. I love it. It's nice, it's sleek, it's just the way it needs to look. It looks like a frontal, but it's not a frontal. And I really also like this because I can just throw it on right for school. I don't like for school, I really didn't want to have something that like I have to maintain a lot and like glue every day, take off at night. With this, I just take it off and throw it on. Like most times I literally don't do this, but when I do have something like important to go to, or I'm trying to be an extra bad bitch, then I just go the extra mile and get this really nice and sleek and get this really frontally type of look. But nonetheless, I hope you guys really loved this video. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Comment so I can know that you guys actually want to see more of me on your screen. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys like this. I'm running out of things to say, so but yeah, I really have nothing else to say. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
See this girl from my radar. So me have to move sharply.